Do 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 do. Na 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 na. Alrighty, people of the world, this is GTA Ranch. And I welcome you back to the channel once again. And tonight, I am live with At Dead of Night, a spooky horror game. I've only seen this played a little bit, but I've also only ever seen it played the once when a friend of mine, Command Diver, played it quite a number of years ago. So yeah, things and well, yeah, you know, it's a horror game. What more do ya bloody want? Now here's the thing. Here's the bloody thing. I never saw him start anything. I genuinely don't know how to play this. So we're doing save game, toggle menu, dip soundtrack, audio loudness, quick exit, brightness adjust, saturation, reset levels. Watch the prologue. Let's watch the prologue. What are we all about here? What are we all about here? Let's see if I can adjust my volume a little. Jimmy. Jimmy! Jimmy! Leave me alone. Stop it! Leave me alone, leave me alone! Oh, we got real actors?
Hello?
Maya, it's Hannah.
Hannah,
Oh, yes,
where
Hannah.
are you? You all went off and left me behind. Where are you now? What's this number?
We've all booked into a hotel up the road. How far away are you?
I don't know. I'll have to call
I have
when I
to
get
cut
there.
when I get there.
There's no
Can't, there's no signal.
Well, it doesn't matter. Just go to bed, Hannah.
Well, listen, make sure you're...
Right. So she's been told where to go in the CV Hotel. Ooh. Alright, let's do this. Ring!
Ah, Maya, I presume. Don't be alarmed. Your friends booked you in. Let me just check. Ah, yes. Room 101. It's all been paid for, so you don't have to worry about anything. You're very nice friends.
Right.
Very nice. And there's quite a few of you I see as well. Nice to see so many fresh, young faces. For a change.
Oh, he's clearly
You're
disturbed.
here for the music festival in town, I presume.
Yeah, we were supposed to be camping there tonight, but...
There's hardly weather for that, is there? Will you be staying for breakfast?
I don't think so. We'll probably just get going.
That's fine. And
Right.
if you don't mind me asking, Maya, would you be interested in the entertainment tonight?
Tonight?
Starts around midnight, usually. It's me doing it, actually. Comedy. I do this comedy character called Hugo.
Hugo Punch,
He's sort
huh?
of this comedic sociopath. Says things that you're not supposed to say and that sort of thing. It's quite popular with students.
Right.
I don't think so.
I'm actually
We're all
enjoying
going
this.
to bed, I
I'm
think.
actually enjoying
Sure,
this,
I
even
can't
though it's like a cutscene.
twist your arm on this.
It's okay. I'd rather just go to bed. Sorry.
Fine.
Which way are the rooms?
Just take the lift. You're on the first floor.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, and then drop your key off in the box, if you will, Maya, please, tomorrow.
Yeah, he's insane. This man's insane. That's Jimmy. That's Jimmy.
Best show in town and no takers. Who needs proper entertainment when you've got YouTube and My Face or whatever? Stupid, uncultured.
Ah, naughty.
Don't start this again.
Yeah, he's insane. He's got the normal bass thing.
Okay? Not tonight.
Naughty children are bad eggs. They
Need to be taught a lesson. He's got that whole Norman Bates thing in his head. This is such a good concept. It really is.
Shut up! Just shut up! You always do this. They're paying customers. They haven't done anything to you. Just leave them alone.
Yeah, we're playing this for like about an hour.
Cracking, whack 'em hard and crack the shell. Kick 'em down the stairs to
It's
hell.
the hell.
You know what you need to do, Jimmy? Show them who's boss. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, going by what we're seeing here, it's all in our head, or all in Jimmy's head. So essentially, he's insane. This man is definitely insane.
That's it. Go on to this.
My man's being caught. Yeah, everything about this introduction to the game is absolutely wild. There is a tone there, you know that, right? That's a roll. Get out while you can! Get out! Make him realise what he did, yeah? Alright, love. Fucking Blackpool. Seaview Hotel has a dark past. Its ghosts have a story to tell. Use the ghost and spirit receiver to talk to them. So you get to certain parts that you can just yap to them. They'll tell you Jimmy's secrets. But Jimmy must hide the truth. At all costs. Yeah. This is actually fantastic. Without a shadow of a doubt, I'm glad I picked this one for tonight. Because for one, I was captivated by it when I watched Command Diver play it many moons ago. So what we're going to do is we're going to start new game. The story of Jimmy Hall. Find out Jimmy's secrets by asking spirits about the things you find. Then, making connections to prompt them to appear. Jimmy will do his best to stop you finding out the truth. Choose standard game or extreme game. When playing this extreme game, if Jimmy attacks you, he will take almost everything every time. Your current game will be lost when you begin a new one, and your achievements will be reset. This is the device you found. Switch this It can detect spirit voices if you're near. You need to find a compass and a scrying mirror. Alright, so close message. If you haven't seen it, go to the main menu and watch the tutorial video before you continue. Let's try this. So essentially we're just looking around. How do we investigate? Start conversation with the players by asking introduction questions. When you meet spirits.
Is anyone there?
God dang it. We have to call the lift. We do have to encounter Jimmy at some point. So he knows we're moving. He knows we're moving around. Do we have a master key? I know I need to find a compass in the scrying mirror. I may have to check where to get that from. So let me have a peek real quick. Dead. Right. Compass. Wait, there's a controversy with this? Oh. At dead of night, compass location. Is then I guess that points to the nearest spirit sighting. Right. Imagine we get hit by Jimmy. That's not what I clicked, but okay. Nothing to search here, search there. We found the deadlock key at room 123. Yeah, we're gonna have to leave the room anyway. Hmm. Oh. Gotta turn on the lights. Hmm. Hmm. I'll be honest. I don't really think this game is for the channel. Like, okay. This game is such an interesting concept. But I'm genuinely under the wow, my hair. Hey, give me a second, I need a drink. Yeah, what I mean is, I don't think a puzzle game like this is suited for the channel. Oh. Why my cursor like that though? You have to leave the room. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I genuinely don't think this is a game for the channel. I'm sorry. It's one of those games that, yeah, I haven't played much of it. I played almost nothing of it. You run around, you're investigating, and you've got to find all these clues and get help from sparrows. Now, I forgot how point and click it is. Is this something I can play on the channel? Not really. Not really. Because people, from my assumption and observations, people are wanting more interactive stuff. Now, this game is not right for the channel. However, it doesn't mean to say the game itself is bad. We had one issue. One tiny issue. It is a rather annoying issue. I don't know how bad it is. I'm going to go back and check. Let's go back here. Let's see when it actually starts. Oh yeah, yeah, the issue wasn't there in the beginning. You know what, let's just pop back in and have another crack at it, shall we? Because I know for a fact this is not going to do well. Oh, the little issue's fixed itself, let's go. Because I was very much prepared. Oh, yeah, it really starts us up everywhere. Have we beaten 1-2-1? No. Oh, we can get in here though. What is all of this? What is that? Can we grab any of this? That's not what I clicked, but okay. So we're not able to look around. Yeah, that's the storeroom again. Yeah, yeah, the thing is with this, we're meant to be being hunted by Jimmy. He's meant to be on the 100 stage. He's not here. He's on another level. In all honesty, under current conditions, I don't think this game is all that interested with me behind the wheel. So that is something I have. Is it misinterpreted? Interpreted? No, it's not It's not about interpretation. I thought I would have fun playing it. I'm really not. But I'm going to push on a little bit more. what we're gonna do is we're gonna check out another floor. And what was the other thing they wanted? A scryer. Let's have a look and see if I can find one. At Dead of Night. Scrying mirror. Scrying mirrors can be found in any room with a desk. Luckily, there are duplicates that spawn all around the hotel, so if you lose your items or need another one, try to find one of those rooms. It can only be used in the dark. Interesting. So what's the mechanics for it? Jimmy is a key antagonist who patrols the hotel, and the mechanics surrounding him include hiding, avoiding a line of sight, using the environment to your advantage. Key mechanics include hiding in wardrobes to escape him, deadlocking rooms with keys to temporarily trap him, using the scrying mirror in dim areas to find clues where he pauses his movement. He can be called out to lure him into traps and spawns after hearing a thud sound. Yeah. This is... I'm going to go on a bit longer, but this is 100%... This is 100% not my kind of game for streaming. This is genuinely something I'd rather watch than play. So let's go to floor 2. Yeah, this is a storeroom. Yeah. This is going to be one I'm going to have to pass on for tonight. If someone else does stream it, I will be watching it because it is genuinely interesting to see the lore of this unfold and to watch people play this particular game. This is not something I would. It's not something I would stream. It would have to be something I either play at my own time or just stick to watching people play. And yeah, I've made this kind of mistake before. Oh God, when was it? What is this red mark? Oh, whatever. A long time ago, I was temporarily disabled from streaming. And essentially what happened is I started streaming on Twitch for a little bit. And that didn't amount to anything. It was just terrible. The quality was absolutely dog water. There was no reason to be as low quality as it was. And if I streamed it too high a bit rate, the entire thing was like, eh. But point aside, there was a game in particular that I played. And not only did I not enjoy it, it just wasn't enjoyable for stream. That game was Serious Sam 3. And the reason that it just wasn't enjoyable, it came off as an unfinished game. Unlike at Dead of Night, that game is complete, that game is done. But that game is also very good. Yes, I'm not exactly playing it right now. There's like, 10 minutes of gameplay. And just to make up a bit more time, I'm going to go back in and do a bit more. But point is, Serious Sam 3 had no real user interface. It didn't have any markers or even a map system to tell you where to go. And I spent 40 minutes trying to beat an enemy that only appeared once. And that was it. It was just... No, it wasn't good. It wasn't good to stream. Yeah, it's a little unfair that I finished it this early. So we're going to go back on in. I'm guessing my mentality isn't up for it tonight. But a stream's a stream. So let's keep on going. What is it that we need? There's something I need to check real quick. Yeah, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see how... I need to see if there's a certain mechanic to this, right? So I have a peek. Let's see. It was located, it's also the easiest floor, no strong wind sound. You can loop around without passing the storeroom, and it's very well lit. You'll also find your spare box in the store near the elevator if you get whacked in standard mode. Well, let's see. It can be considered the easiest floor as it has the most places to hide. There's many ways to loop around the floor and has no loud wind. Unfortunately, it's also very large. It can be easy to get lost there, especially for a new player. All the rooms start with the number 1 and go up until room 123. Jimmy will not appear... Oh! Okay, that's even better. Right. So according to the wiki, it's large, easy to get used to, especially for a new player. All the rooms start with the number 1 and go all the way up until room 123. What I was after is to see when Jimmy would appear. Because when you're starting off in a game like this, there's always some kind of a grace period until shit hits the fan, right? So we're not there yet. Some games will have a timer. You get 5-10 minutes to mess around, to get the layout of things, and then it's BAM! Or there's even an entire story section. Some games will have an entire story section before shit hits the fan, and then it's less easy. In this case scenario, it's less of a story section and more of a specific clue you have to find. Once you get it and get your stuff, you're fine. So, right. Thank you, Wiki, for helping out with this one. So, return to sea view. So, we can safely look around. We can safely look around up until rooms 102, 112, and 109. As seen in the Girl in the Basement apparition clue. It's on the lower floor of the Seaview Hotel after going down to the basement investigating the area. Right, so we have a fair amount of leeway here. So this will not only allow us to test the mechanics, and get used to things. Let's open notes. Key to room 123. Face the locked door to try the key. When you meet spirits, yeah. So we have the spirit box.
Is anyone there?
So Jimmy's not gonna spawn in at all until we do something. I got a compass. Why is it nice? Why does he have a paddle? So for Jimmy to appear, we need to try. We need to try and nice. No, I'm trying to go forward. There we go. So this is for the storeroom. I don't know what we can do in here. It's not letting me do anything. Imagine we're just playing along and Jimmy just pops up like motherfucker. But Jimmy will yap to you. He will make noises and he will also say stuff to let you know he's coming. That's just like trigger stuff. There's a door over there. Thank you very much. Never mind. So we've been in 101. This is 103. We actually can't see in there. We need a scrying meter. Pardon me. So I will say, right off the bat, right off the bat, the game's concept is great. It's a throwback to classic point and click games from yesteryear. Except this one it's like it takes the concept of Google Maps and it's like Street View and makes it into a game. I don't know how many other games have done this, but so far you have a very interesting tutorial and introduction, and you have the gameplay itself is lackluster. And what I mean by that is very basic. You're pointing and clicking. That's the whole gist. But the atmosphere, the way you're running, the noises you make, just all that stuff, the noises at the hotel, the sound of your feet on the floor, everything about it, it's just so, it's creepy. It's like, what? Here's 102. So we can move in there. Can we use spare box in here?
Is anyone there? Is someone there?
Hey! Level stairs, floor 1. Ah, we got a scrying meter. You can only use the scrying meter when the icon is visible. So you need to have a bit of map awareness. Either by the door in rooms or in the ground floor kitchen. Use the mirror to see close by where to go or which apps to use next. It will also help you locate lost keys, compasses, and the ghost box. Right. Yeah, so you can look through these peepholes and you can watch Jimmy come past. And if he hears you and it suspects you're in a room, you can hide in the bathroom and you can peek out and watch him. Because he will come past, and if he suspects you're in the bathroom, he'll kick the door in and come get you. If not, he'll walk past, look in the room, come back out. But on occasion, he'll come past and then he'll know you're there and he will stay there and wait for you. What is this even doing in my system? Wait. Do we not even... I can't even use my overlay. What is this? Right, so... we need to trigger a ghost to show up for us. That way Jimmy will show up. But we still need to look around the hotel as well. This is room 105. And our entire thing is we have to run through and collect items. What? Can we not take that? I mean, we don't really have anything on us. What is this? You found some violent childish drawings. Wait, can I look at that? No, let me look at it. Goddamn. You noted? What? Make contact with the spirit to ask about this. So one of the things I was hesitant why with the medicine? So we don't necessarily take items. We more or less take note of the items. Oh god, I'm such an awkward position right now. Right, turn back around. Looking 104.
Is someone there?
So this is our ghost box. Very bloody ancient. I don't know why. Why would he have this? Why would Jimmy have this? Huh. That's interesting. This hotel's in the UK. Normally, in a game like this, it would be set in America somewhere. Oh. A cloth covered in bloodstains. Oh. A chef's hat. So we now have all the clues we need to go to the kitchen. That is the general gist of things. Now the only reason I'm continuing to go on like this is I'm curious. I'm just not curious. If I die, I die. Like I said, if I die, I die. It's literally whatever. So, yeah. Now, the thing is, and I've just been looking at this, we are going to have to face the eventuality that we're going to come into contact with Jimmy. like I said, if we die, we die. I've seen this happen a ton of times, and one of the things that's getting to me a little bit is just the atmosphere itself. We're running along, and we're doing all this stuff. And it's a little awkward though. 101. So what do the wikis say? 109. The girl in the basement. A premonition of the lift going to the lower floor, or if you already got the apparition, it will show you a vision of a purse with flamingos. This vision is guiding the player to the basement where the player obtains this clue. Alright, so now we need to... How many rooms did we do? We didn't do this. No, we did do that. What floor are we on? First one? Yeah, we are. Yeah, that's the first floor, so we need to find the stairwell. No. LG. Alright. I think... $109. What the hell is an ornamental sword just doing a random guest chest? And the girl in the basement apparition clue. So he only he doesn't come in unless we get that. So we should be able to free roam. Interesting that the skeleton key can't unlock that. Wait, can we use the box now?
Is someone there?
I might just be a little bit lost. So that's 101. LG. Lower ground. Uh.
Who's there?
Uh. I mean, we have a chef's house. Let's try kitchens. Huh! Nope, nope, nope. Saving. That is a very ugly ass Jimmy.
Hello? Hello?
Fine then. Right. You know what? This game is really something in it. We had one good. We had a couple of good scares, to be fair. Like the whole thing with Jimmy. Let's just save an exit for now. We'll have a quick yap. Like I said, this game is definitely not for the channel. This is something I would either play in my personal time or watch someone else play it. Because it's interesting to see their take on it. I really did enjoy watching Command Diver play this years and years ago. It was quite a joy. And for me to be able to try it, great. It's not often I play a point and click game. The last one that I played, a point and click story game, was Discworld, the PlayStation. That was many, many minutes ago. And that game was pretty fun. In this case scenario, I'm genuinely not in the right atmosphere to fully enjoy this game. What I mean by that is, I want y'all to be able to see me. However, I need the lights off for this. and I'm just not going to be able to do that here. However, I can give you my open and honest take on this game. This game is good. This is very good. We only encountered one small bug. There was one small audio bug and one visual bug, and that was it. That was quite literally it. At some point, when my mouse went out the border of the game and come back again, I would clone my mouse. I was showing my mouse cursor plus the end game cursor. That shouldn't have happened. And when we stopped using the spirit box, we turned it off, and it went off. But when we put it away, it made an additional noise, which ideally it shouldn't have. Now here's the thing. Point and clicks are not coming back to the channel. I cannot feasibly see anyone enjoying this kind of gameplay. Like I said, that doesn't make the game bad. It's got such an interesting opener to it. You're trying to meet up with your friends and they're like, hey, we're at a hotel, here's the location. However, something's up and our signal is terrible. And then it cuts off, and then you're left walking to the hotel to meet your friends. Your friends are there, and you get bad vibes from the manager. Everything that is so well expertly done. I think this should have been a TV series, or at least a movie. The dude who plays Jimmy does it very well from the little we've seen. We can tell he's Norman Bates, basically. He's got that thing that's like, hey. He's got that whole Green Goblin thing going on. Along with that personality. Switchy. Ugh. The personality switching. Going from the nice but kind of creepily awkward manager to full on, I'ma smack you in the head, you've been naughty. Killer. Gameplay wise, you're pointing and clicking and going places. Graphically, the game is gorgeous. It really is. And they're not just still images you're running through either. That is a whole 3D layout that's getting the Google Maps Street View treatment. So all that stuff is rendered, you push a button and it zip. One thing that I don't like is you have to make some awkward movements to get to a place. And what I mean is, there's doors that are tilted off just to the left or the right that you can click on to go to, but you're not able to. You have to go forward and then you have to turn yourself around and get yourself close enough to the door that the game responds to it. The only negative I can really give the game is that, plus the lack of interaction for a lot of the objects. I like what the game does. I like what the game does when it comes to, it's a bit weird, but when it comes to items, so the medicine we found, it gets noted. You don't take it with you, but it gets noted. The sword's an interesting one because you could have fended off Jimmy with that. It is an ornamental piece, so the blade on it is not sharp, and it's designed in a way, or it should have been designed in a way where if you try to sharpen it, it's going to snap. I've got one just like it. Not in that style, though. I've got a black steel blade that's designed for display purposes. And if you try to sharpen it, it will break. Now, you can talk to ghosts on occasion, and you gather clues. Then, you can look into scrying mirrors to see where to go next, to get clues, get hints, and all that kind of stuff. The images of Jimmy that appear are just so distraught and ugly. By design choices, the effect is warping the image. If you're into point and click games and you want to be a bit on the spooky side, give this a try. Like I said, I don't want to stream this game. It is not a game I can actively stream because there's not much interaction. You're pointing and clicking. There's not much there. It's not difficult. This game is just atmospherically gorgeous. The setting, a really large hotel that is run by a nutcase that also happens to be haunted. That's a winning formula. That is such a winning formula. Are you kidding me? I also think my gain on the mic's a little too high. Oh my god. Yeah. In my own time, I might just do this after stream tomorrow as well. Is to play this a little bit more and just like chill with it. Because you do have to use your noggin. You have to memorize where to go. Because we got lost. That first floor is huge. But second floor is meant to be the same layout but smaller. And then third floor is even smaller. With the lower ground being the smallest, I believe. Because it's like one room to your left and your right. And then straight ahead. That's all you have. What I do like is their kind of grace period. Phasmophobia has this. It's the only game I know of in my library that has a mechanic like this. Or not even that. It's I think of it as a tutorial. I might have done things a little differently than I should have. I wonder if I have actually done things right. Let me have a look. The game pretty has one. Alright. Looking for Dead Night, every ghost site trigger the event. This guide contains major spoiler. If you struggle finding certain objects, please check out my other guide on all of the objects in every room and every floor. If you have struggled to trigger the Great Hugo after finishing Harvey's story, please try to give it a try again. Before you actually start Amy's story, I would suggest you go into every room on the first floor and find every object there, since Jemmy won't be active until you've interacted with her. After Amy appeared behind you when the elevator door is closed, go back down to the basement and step out the elevator and ask the spirit box. Move this tower and ask spirit box. Amy holding the tower on fire. Go to the night armor 102 and wait in front of the armor so you look around the corner and then go into the room. Right. That was very simplistic. Until you've interacted with her. So I'm assuming go into the basement and leave again with the elevator after Amy appeared behind you when the elevator closed the floor. So I'm assuming when you we'll find it out. We'll actually go back and do this. Because now I'm curious. Let's see. Let's see. To be Crash? No, we didn't. I was waiting for it. I'm like, what? Alright, we're trying to see if you... I want to know when Jimmy gets active. Because... There's the lift. What I want to find out... We need to ask the spirit box. What I want to find out... Let's do it.
Is anyone there?
Spirits making contact, try to confirm their identity.
What's your name?
Ask the spirits about things you've seen. You'll see the reply when selecting the item.
Who did the chef's hat belong to? Who drew those violent pictures?
The boy used to draw the violent pictures.
Where did the wooden paddle come from?
Didn't have an answer.
I saw a girl in the basement crying. Who was she?
Me. Right.
Who does the sword belong to?
Ha.
Why is there a blood-stained cloth in one of the drawers? Where did the bottle of diazepam come from?
So we know about the sword. So that'll be our interaction. I would assume. So, yeah, right. Gameplay mechanic, like I was saying, gameplay mechanics are very simplistic, but they're also... They're slightly off, but the mechanics are simplistic. So when you turn a corner to get to a specific room, you have to do a roundabout thing to get to the room. Overall, the atmosphere is great. You have to, like I said earlier, you have to talk to the spirits and look for things to know where to go forward. But you can also get help from the mirror. So in a dark place, you look at the mirror, you see a weird picture of Jimmy. Bada bing, bada boom. You kind of know where to go next. In my eyes, I thought it might have been a bit more scarier than that. We had like 3 jump scares. Or 3 proper scares. You subscribe mirror, you see weird pictures of Jimmy. One of them was rushing towards us. I'm like, eh. The other one was a little girl. And I didn't think, I genuinely didn't think of that. I didn't think that would happen. I didn't think they would go into that kind of a detail, on the paranormal side of things. It is very, very good to see that, though. So you go down there, you hear the giggling, you hear the noises, and you look around, and then you come back, thinking there's nothing there, and then boof. As you're getting into the elevator, she appears. That is not your interaction. My assumption, and the only reason I went back in is to see what the interaction was. When you're interacting with a ghost, you're chatting away to them, asking them questions. And sometimes you'll see them. They'll appear before you. Yeah, atmospherically, the location itself is great. The atmosphere, even outside, is great. You're hearing the howling winds. If I remember correctly, there's also rain as well. So you got wind and rain. It's at night. You're in this big hotel with your friends, except they've been either killed or drugged. So it's just you, and it's just you and Jimmy. And you've got to search for clues, and you've also got to hide from him. So yeah, everything about it is great. The intro is obviously filmed for real for the most part. They could have just been filmed against a green screen and then thrown into. Well, no, the backgrounds seem real enough. It's either Siege green screen or Siege with a green screen or something or other. But the people in it, Jimmy, Maya, they're all real, as far as I'm aware. But no, like I said, I'm not going to stream this game. However, I will play it in my own time. There's a fair amount to do, because we've just started Amy's story. Apparently, Jimmy locks her in there and then steals from her. Or locks her in the basement and steals from her. So, is the story itself the interaction, or is chatting to Amy the interaction that we need to start him off? I will find that out later on, when I am more... One second. When I'm in a more atmospherically compatible place. What I mean is, when I got my noise cancelling turned on the earbuds, and when it's all dark in here. Just the glow of the monitor, the subtle glow of my RGB keyboard, and my RAM, which I will turn off. Not the RAM, you can't turn that off, but the RGB is on it. But no, overall, this game is very spooky. There's been several times on this stream, we've been hopping in and out of it, trying to figure out what's going on, and when certain things happen. Because one thing I wanted to know, and I didn't know if the game would do this or not, genuinely, is if we had some kind of a grace period. We do. Up until your first... could be the first meeting. There is nothing. What you should be doing is going around all the first floor rooms and looking. Now, you can do what I did and stumble upon that kind of by accident, to a degree. There are certain items you're meant to find that you have to ask the ghost about, but by the time you've done the interaction, you trigger Jimmy, and then it's a lot harder to do it, because you have to avoid him. Because if he sees you, he will get you. That's the thing. It is death on sight with this man. Or bonk on sight. Like I said, if he comes into a room that you're in, you have a very slim chance, but a chance nonetheless to get away from him. You hide in the wardrobe and you watch him check the room and then leave. Or the more risky approach is to hide in the bathroom. You hide in the bathroom, he might just check there. He checks it, he gets you. Or he'll walk past and then walk back out, or walk past, suspect you might be in the bathroom, and then wait for you to come on out, and then you get bonked. But no. That's all I'm doing right now. I have time for more, but that's all I'm doing right now. So, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed yourself, like, subscribe, share. Please, for the love of God, get this game. It is worth the money. Just because I'm not playing it on stream doesn't mean to say it's a bad game. It is a very good game, and I would genuinely recommend it. It's just not a streamable game. I don't think my viewers would enjoy watching me play a point-and-click horror game. The horror aspect of it might draw them in, but there's not really much there. Unlike something like Phasmophobia, or what's the other one we've played? Na 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 na. Panicore. Yeah, something like Phasmophobia or Panicore or Outlast Trials. Stuff like that. That would have done better on the channel overall. In terms of viewer engagement and what's going on. That is just my assumption. No, I want to see how well this does. If people actually want me to bring this back and play it on stream, sure. I will, of course. But for me personally, I don't see it being a streamable game. It is a game I could sit there and enjoy on my own. Or I could watch someone play it and then look at their reactions. Me checking out someone's reaction to playing this, it'd be very interesting. But anyway, thank you for watching, and as always, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you tomorrow night for a lovely, lovely Halloween special.